This meditation is to help you with your clairvoyance, which is the ability to see energy, see visions, and be able to utilize your third eye. So I want you to allow yourself to really connect and understand that this is working with the third eye, and this is opening the ability to be able to visualize better and be able to start to see energies, start to see visions, start to be able to receive those messages from your spirit guides, and so on. I hope you have a great meditation.
Yourself to be comfortable, allow yourself to relax in your chairs or on the floor. Just allowing yourself to be present, and just moving into your body. I always take 3 deep breaths in and out, making my exhales longer than my inhales. With each breath you take, just feeling your body settling in more and more, allowing yourself to feel your tailbone as if it's just sinking in and merging with the chair, with the floor. And then we're going to bring our awareness down to our feet. And we're just going to bring roots out of the bottom of our feet that go down into the earth. We're going to just imagine these roots going all the way down into the earth as deep as you can imagine. And then you're going to see it connect to a crystal. And whatever the color of this crystal is, whatever color you need at this time. And once you see it connect to that crystal, I want you to see that energy come up the roots, moving all the way up until it starts to enter slowly into your feet, moving up into your legs, into your hips, up into your stomach and your back, moving into your shoulders and your arms, and allowing it to move up your neck, into your head, all the way to the top. We're going to let this energy just sit here for about 30 seconds or so. Alright, now we're going to bring our awareness to the top of our head, and we're going to intentionally start to gently push this energy back down our body and out of our feet. Just seeing that energy moving down past your nose, down into your neck, into your chest, and seeing the energy in your arms and shoulders coming up into your shoulders, into your chest, and just going down into the stomach, down into the hips, the legs, and moving past the knees, and just moving all the way down and out of your feet. We're just going to check in with our body one more time. How does it feel? going to move into placing a bubble of bright light protection around ourselves. So I want you to imagine a bubble of bright white light surrounding your body, however big or little it is, as long as it's surrounding the body and making you feel safe and protected. And when you set this bubble of bright light protection, you can also set intent. You can say that I want this bubble to protect me from taking on anyone else's energy, and I ask for this bubble to protect me from anyone else stealing my energy. By setting that intention to this bubble, that is what it is doing. Intention is everything. Alright. So, I want everyone to bring your awareness up to your third eye area, right between your eyebrows. You're just going to settle in here for just a second. And when it comes to our clairvoyance, it's similar to a muscle. You want to get used to being able to hold energy, hold visions, imagery in your mind's eye. So we're going to walk through a simple step by step of you pulling into the driveway today. So I want you to bring yourself into your vehicle to where you were pulling into the driveway of the center, or the last time that you were in your car. And I want you to see yourself driving the vehicle and turning up into the driveway. And I want you to pull into your parking spot. You might be able to hear the vehicle being put in the park. And then just opening the door, you can hear it, you can feel it, you can see it. And you get out and you start walking up to the center. And you see the door, you open it. And as you walk in, you see the sign. And then I want you to just stop there. And that is how we visualize, that's how we bring images into our head whenever we are trying to do exercises, such as the one we're getting ready to do. And an exercise like that can really help strengthen your third eye and your clairvoyance. So what I want you to do now is I want you to imagine a house, and it can be anywhere, it can look any way. I just want you to see a house in your imagination. And as you start to see this house, I want you to take note, where is it at? Is it in the woods? Is it in a cul-de-sac? Is it just on a street somewhere? Does it have a long driveway? Does it have any driveway? Are there any houses around it? And what is the setting around it? And as you take all of that in, I then want you to hone in on the house itself. And I want you to just take note of what color this house is. What does the door look like? How many windows does it have, and what do those look like? does the roof look like? Are there any steps leading to the house, or is it just a straight shot? Is there a garage? Are there any bushes around the house? Once you've taken that in, I now want you to zoom into the door as if you just landed right in front of the door. Now you're seeing the house. It's much bigger as close as you are. I want you to reach out. I want you to grab the door handle. I want you to open the door. I want you to enter this house. And as you enter the house, I want you to walk in and then close the door behind you. And the first thing I want you to do is just look around, standing right where you're at. What kind of floors does it have? What color is the paint where you're at? Are there any pictures? Is there any furniture? And then I want you to take note of, how does the energy in this house feel? Does it feel positive? Does it feel any other kind of way? And as you feel the energy of the house, I then want you to feel the temperature of the house. Does it feel cold? Does it feel warm? Does it feel hot? Does it feel just right? And then I want you, as you're looking, standing in your spot, I want you to take note of what you hear in the house. Do you hear anything going on in any of the other rooms? Alright, and now I want you to just start to walk through the house, going into the different rooms and just taking note of how each room feels, what you see. And don't try to control anything that you see, just allow it to be. You can make sense of it later. You're just walking through this house from room to room. Really allowing yourself to take in all the visuals, any sounds or feelings that you get. As you're walking through, I encourage you to maybe touch a wall or touch a piece of furniture or a door. Maybe go into the kitchen and open a drawer to see what's in it. As you're doing this, you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're hearing it. You have a sense of spatial awareness in this space. What I want you to do is I want you to walk through this house until you find the bathroom, which has a mirror in it. Or if you see a mirror anywhere else in the house, I want you to take yourself to that mirror and I want you to look into that mirror and I want you to see yourself, your reflection in this space. Just taking note what you look like. You could look exactly like you look now. You could look completely different. And this may be important at a later time in your journey. So just take note of what you see. And then I just want you to start to walk back towards that front door. Just turning around one last time and looking at the entrance of the house, just the layout. Before you turn around and you walk out of the door, closing that door behind you. And as you walk out and you're looking from the doorway of this house, I want you to look around. What do you see? Do you see any other houses? Do you see any kids playing? Do you see any trees? Any grass, sidewalks, streets? Do you see any cars? I want you to just kind of start walking away from the house. Just getting about 20 feet or so. It doesn't have to be exact. Just getting a decent amount of distance away. Then just turning back to the house. Just taking it in one last time. Maybe just realizing in this space you can do anything that you would like. Any physics do not apply. So if you wanted to, you can bring yourself to where you're floating up above a little bit and just looking down on the house, looking around the area of the house. If the house is on a street, if it's in the woods or wherever it's at, you can start to glide all around, just taking in all the different scenery around. And then we're going to bring ourselves back to our third eye area, which is right in the middle of our eyebrows, bringing us back to this present time. And the key when it comes to clairvoyance is being able to hold an image in the mind. So I'm going to lead you through one more quick exercise before we move into manifesting for the week. And I want you to, in your mind, in your imagination, in your mind's eye, I want you to try to see the number one. Now this number one can look however you want it to look. It can be an old-fashioned looking number one, it can be just a straight line, it can be bright white, it can be made out of steel, whatever looks good to you. I want you to see this number 1 in your mind. And then we're going to count to 10 while we hold this number in there. So we see the number 1, and if you don't, just try to bring it in. And then we're going to count in our mind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to switch that number to number 2. Seeing number 2 in our mind. And we're going to hold that number in our mind for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do this all the way up to number 5. So now we're going to see the number 3. And we're going to hold that in our mind, and we're going to count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to switch that to number 4. We're going to see that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last one, we're going to look and see number 5. We're going to hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just going to let it go. This is a great exercise to help strengthen your ability to hold images in your mind. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move into our manifestation for the week, which for those who doesn't know, this is also another clairvoyant exercise. So I want you to imagine, visualize, or see a pencil and a piece of paper sitting on a desk or a table. I want you to walk over to it. I want you to pick up that pencil. And on the top of this paper, I want you to write manifestation. And then underneath it, I want you to write down one thing that you would like to manifest this week moving forward. So now what I want you to do is I want you to fold this piece of paper up. Once you do, I want you to visualize a bowl that's sitting in the middle of the room that's filled with bright white light. And I want you to see this letter going out and landing on in the bowl. And seeing a lid coming down on the top of the bowl. And then we're going to see the whole thing just lift up. It's going to go through the ceiling, through the roof. It's going to fly up into the sky and all the way out into the universe as far as you can imagine until it bursts into nothing. Just knowing that your manifestations are now underway, and just knowing that you just need to listen to where the universe or God guides you. And then at this time, I want everyone to start to bring yourself back by feeling your hands and your feet